Round 10, Collingwood versus Sydney at the Gabba. It begins with an almost perfect bounce and split the difference out of the middle. That man, Adam Treloar, #1 disposal winner in the competition, doesn't get a chance to dispose of that. Is immediately penalised. Oh, Florent tried a little too much. And the Pies ganged up on him and have a way forward as Adams delivered to half forward. Hoskin Elliott couldn't hang on, but Treloar, this is what he can do. He can run. He hasn't kicked a goal yet this year. Doesn't need to this time as he tried to set it up.
You can see the difficulty in the forward 50 because they're the best at getting numbers back, Sydney. They're going to make life very tough. And Hoskin Elliott's in trouble here.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's still lame, isn't he?
He can't even get himself involved, and the ball's right next to him. So expect him to come off, and let's hope it's nothing too serious.
He knows that he's in trouble, doesn't it?
Looked a little innocuous.
I'm curious that he's staying out there, Hoskin Elliott. He must be okay, which is good news. He's kicked 5 straight this year, Taylor Adams. Sorry, I said that.
Yeah.
More fresh from a 3-goal performance against St Kilda. Up to half-foot, big numbers. Sinclair was the riser. Florent was the reflex man. Got it in quick. Furlow goes to ground and takes the mark. And a straight kicking one at that. His first game of the season for the Swans. He delivers a goal.
Receive, but they didn't get the handball receive, and then it was just still keep the ball in motion. Great contest out there, and then just a quick hit forward. When the ball movement has a little bit of speed on it, you tend to catch defenders out because, as we know, a lot of defenders these days like to take front position, so their forward can't.
And last week for Collingwood, gets them deep towards full forward. Reid in the shuffle. Melican got a fist onto it, but it just sits there. And unfortunately, that famous club who kicks behind with his first kick in AFL footy. So the debutants have both got involved early. He's down there now, as you talked about before the game.
Himself a great opportunity to be a part of the side.
Roger Taylor got really high that time. Handball. McCartan was next. It's hard going getting a clean disposal right now. Imagine, I think, had reasonable grounds for a holding the ball call. Not paid now, Lloyd.
I think it is.
Stevenson as they honour the leads here, the Pies. Elliott on the turn. Swans have the numbers, and they're well-placed numbers.
It's happened the last couple of times.
So Sydney have done their homework, haven't they? They realised Collingwood last week were probably too short.
To his back as well. He's had a dip.
That's a massive effort, and it might have been touched just on the line. Well, they've been inside 50 10 times to 1 for no maximum reward. And that's a sign with their second entry. Coming well, crisp, the pressure just passing from one player to the next. Aliir tries to bust the tackle, and he failed, according to the umpire.
Just too slow. Yeah. He had Rusco leading out of the square, and it was actually the right option to go to.
Dacos goes to the goal mouth, and there's a good mark taken from
the air. At some stage, somewhere inside that 50, like that, you kick to a contest, at least give a forward a chance. Now, it wasn't a great kick.
And Stevens got caught up in the moment. And Luke Parker just giving him a little explanation. To be the goal-kicking source this year that he has in previous games. He's only played 4 games and hasn't scored until now, and that remains the case. Season as he continues his progression, averaging 20 disposals. Bundy couldn't quite. Thomas. Well, the umpire off-head. Melican did his job. And then Florent fought through the tackle, just did enough according to the umpire. Noble held for a long time.
He nearly put the whistle to the mouth, the umpire.
Now he does find one, and it goes to the Swans.
You've got to change up the mix, don't you?
Second quarter, and Sinclair got the better of the tap, but it went straight to Elliott. Got in there quick and got it long. And there's a free kick. Everyone's looking to see which way it's going. It's going Collingwood's. And Molly happy with that. He kicks his first.
What have you done? What do you want?
I'm playing my first game tomorrow.
What?
I'm playing my first game tomorrow, debut.
Oh, Trey, that is so good. I can't believe it.
Yeah, I know, it's good.
Did the whole team fall over or something, did they?
How good was that?
That's a scream. Have a look at the celebrations, though. There were all sorts of things going on with him.
Try and move the ball out of the middle. Sinclair counters. to half forward, and that'll work well as Reid marks in front of Moore. And then pokes it. You can see the next step. It was a good one. Bonds Academy. He's in to apply pressure in the forward line, but he's also in to kick goals as pure as that. We're loving it at both ends with the new boys. They're playing the call. Sire was in the perfect spot to receive from Grundy. Not good service. Stevenson. He does usually make something happen, and Dacos takes the mark.
Nervous with the distance, doesn't he?
Yeah. 6 goals, 2 for the season. He's going to take his best. It clearly wasn't.
Is that in his toe? That's what.
To find some space to work on. He found his own space. Brushed the tackle and delivered into the pocket. Myercheck with great skill to win the ball, but you can't say the same. Searching lead from Myercheck. Little strange pose there after he took the mark. Kick goes into the pocket. Ben Reid this time. It was a fast train charging through, and it was an effective one to spoil. Enough to put doubt to the umpire's mind. Play on the call.
Nearly a mark. I thought he was going to get killed here. Backing back. I'm glad the traffic missed him, but he actually gets a good fist in, Robert.
Stevens now. He's got some targets deep too. Look at that. There's 3 Swans. And Bell takes the mark. Must convert here for the Swans. It'll give them the lead back. And that's exactly what happens.
Just that little kick there, and then Stevens just the ability just to go and back himself in to get the ball a little bit deeper, and the Collingwood defenders just got caught.
Lost his traction, so it's Elliott with an opportunity for the Pies. One they need. You can see the Swans have got equal numbers. Rusco again. It's a territory win for the Swans. McCartan versus Roughhead. And the Pies defender won possession, but was under immediate time pressure to dispose of it. Imagine caught one hole.
He's hoping it'll bounce out. Right, here he goes. Oh, yeah, I'll let it go out. Oh, it won't.
Almost another opportunity for Rusco. Here we go again. Oh, lost his feet. It is getting slippery. Maynard tries to wade through in the end. He handballs it off to Taylor, who went back into the traffic and should have been penalised. Somehow he wasn't. Callum Brown played the footy, and he's misfired as well. And that time Thurlow Hayward dragged him into the pocket, so the kick was more central than that. Ben Reid's got back for the Pies. Parker, he dug in. Wasn't perfect from Robot. Oh, Stevens gets pushed as he kicked, but it doesn't stop him kicking a goal.
But Sydney scrambled really well. As you can see the outnumber there from Collingwood, but they just scrambled, didn't they? And then as Stevens comes in, he just holds his balance, just waits there. So if Collingwood get the ball, he's in a really good defensive position. The ball gets flicked out under pressure. That is a fantastic finish.
Cops a pile driver of a tackle from Braden Sire. Just gets nutted. But what a kick. And
appears to be a right shoulder. He was holding his right arm and then...
Brought the handball through the middle. Adams to Dacos. Again, the pressure affected the kick. Rusco came through, went to ground. Phillips. Still Phillips in the end. He got frustrated and he wasn't far off being able to soccer a goal, but it's yet another behind. Josh Thomas again had to give up some ground. And then Roughhead felt it. He was surrounded. Reid to Papley on the runway now. He won't miss this. Sydney can't miss. They've kicked 5 straight.
Ball in that instance, but it's been the story of Collingwood's night, hasn't it? Just the indecisive decision-making. We see here just... He needed some troops, but all around him was Sydney players.
He expected someone to be behind him.
Well done, Tom Papley. You would expect him to finish on that occasion, and probably lucky he did, because they probably could have run it in right to the goal line, couldn't they, at the end?
A 3-on-1.
Treloar's hands were quick into Sire. Phillips had a chance for a quick glance. Stevenson always dangerous, but he's not to take anything away from the Swans at all. Parker's quick kick lands in the lap, so we'll get a real chance here through Tom. 1 goal 10. Just stuttered a bit as he got close to the man on the mark, and but he was smart enough at the end to adapt, but he was close to getting pinged. Oh, Noble got knocked over as he kicked it, and Elliott comes out with great aggression and takes the mark on.
It's the first time we've seen it.
So they've kicked 1-4 for the quarter, 1-10 for the match so far, Collingwood. Sydney have kicked 4 straight in this term, 5 straight for the game. There's the score as it stands. It's a 14-point margin. And how different it'll be and it'll feel if he can kick straight here. Jamie Elliott, who hasn't had the kicking boot on this year, but he has now, and it counts for the Pies.